Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
And Adventure Blue Dude.
And welcome to the So You Want to Be an Imagineer Season 13 launch podcast. So, guys, this is going to be very, very quick. We don't really have a lot of time. We don't really have a whole lot to say. Sign-ups just started. So far, we only have one person signed up, but that's okay. I'm sure that number will grow exponentially as we move forward.
We'll get one or two more.
One or two more, yeah. Adventure Blue Dude, just, sign-ups officially on the boards. It's exciting, right? It's an exciting feeling.
Super exciting. It's been 3 years.
It's been a long road to Season 13. Season 13 obviously being, 13 having a lot of connotations, connected to horror and connected to being unlucky and everything. So for that reason, we're definitely going to play up that angle in Season 13. There's going to be a lot of horror-based projects, a lot of projects that lean towards the supernatural. There's going to be 2 specific haunted mansion projects, one of which may or may not involve holiday, but we'll get to that later. But okay, so Adventure Blue Dude, one of the main elements of the story is the murder mystery angle.
Yes.
We were kind of hyping up some of the murder mystery gameplay. We're gonna tone that down. The Museum of the Weird, Adventure Blue Dude. That is something that we haven't gone over yet, right?
Yes. So yes, for those of you who, if anyone's been to the Big Thunder Mountain queue, there's a lot of sea stuff in there. There's a lot of world building stuff, quote unquote world building stuff that was revealed in that. And what has been teased in the ride is that Museum of the Weird is part of the sea continuity. So we've decided to bring that in. So yeah, the Museum of the Weird will be a part of the game. We'll announce how when we get there. But yes, yeah.
So I just want to kind of use this podcast as an opportunity to kind of announce some of the different elements we're going to have. The Museum of the Weird, I will tease right now that it will connect to having people being eliminated from the game, having a chance to get back in. How that will function exactly, we'll kind of have to determine a little bit later on. We're not going to have the players themselves, the killers, just because of the whole controversy that went down during Redemption Island.
Yes.
On the Soul Imagineer. So instead, Adventure Blue Dude, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Well, the murder mystery with the sea people.
Oh yeah.
Type that up a bit.
Yeah. So, sorry, it's late. So, as we all know, as has been announced, as I should post on the thread, this will be taking place within the realm of the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. So I figured I'd tease a few of the characters that will be making appearances throughout the season. So, first and foremost, Jason Chandler, who is the founding member of C. He's also in the queue for Big Thunder Mountain. We've never seen much of him unless you've read the comic. But yeah, he's the founding member of C, so it's natural that he'll be a large part of the story. Secondly is Barnabas T. Bullion, who is the owner of the Big Thunder Mountain mining company. Harrison Hightower III, who I believe we all know. Tower of Terror at Disney Sea. And Lord Henry, Mystic, and Albert, which is kind of obligatory because the season is taking place at Mystic Manor. Yeah. And a fourth one, we teased briefly that the game is taking the Sea Symposium, whatever the hell you want to call it, is taking place in 1900, I believe 1900. So the question that we presented was, how are we going to get there? So, Society of Explorers and Adventure has a new member, a relatively new member, that might be interesting. So, we would like to announce that the Timekeeper will also be a character within the season.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Stay tuned for that.
We might even have like some time travel shenanigans, some alternate park timeline history, stuff like that.
Yes.
Fun stuff.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. Obviously, like much further in depth once in death, because murder mystery.
In death.
Once,
I see what you did there, sir.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm a regular Mark Twain.
To quote Key and Peele, look out, Colin Mockery. There's a new face in the biz, and his name is Captain.
Yeah, so
I hope you actually got that reference. If you did,
I did.
Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Okay.
So yes, obviously we go much further in depth once signups end and everything starts beginning.
Oh yeah.
So
It's going to be a whole in-depth story taking place throughout the season, but there's also going to be a lot of fun Imagineering. Like always, there's going to be a big emphasis on research, a big emphasis on different IPs. Like I said, there's going to be a slant towards the horror element, the horror side of things. Haunted Mansion will be at play 2 different times throughout the season. A lot of fun stuff involved. A lot of fun stuff. The murder mystery is just kind of we're going to work it into the gameplay somehow, but you're going to have to figure out who did it out of the sea people, and there's going to be a murder early on. One of the sea people is going to die, right?
Yes.
One of them is going to die, and we have the power to kill them off. And imagine if this was actual continuity Adventure Blue did, and we were like the sole deciding people, like, okay, guys, one of the sea people is going to die. You tell the story.
Mystic dies. The ride, there's none. There's just Albert.
Spoilers. No spoilers.
Well, no, it's not a spoiler. That was me talking about what could happen where Henry Mystic dies, and then you go on Mystic Manor, and you get to the first scene where he comes out, and there's no one because he's dead.
Okay. Oh god. So we have one other gameplay element that we want to announce, and that's Waltz Falls is making its return. Waltz Falls is kind of an infamous So You Want to Be an Imagineer twist. It's a Pandora's box of different things. You could get like an immunity. You could get like an instant nomination. You could get a good thing happening to your team, a bad thing happening to your team. You could decide which of 2 different IPs you want your team to work on. All kinds of fun stuff that can come out of Waltz Falls. So, Adventure Blue Dude, what do they need to do in order to obtain the key to Waltz Falls?
So, for the first Waltz Falls project, quote-unquote project...
Well, hold on. It's the first and only Waltz Falls project, because from there it just gets passed around hot potato style.
You're right. You're totally right. I apologize. Yeah, so the first and only Waltz Falls project, C is looking for new acquisitions, and they're trying to find new inventions, new discoveries, basically anything. So your task is to take any attraction in Disney and tie it into C somehow.
Do you want to give some good examples of attractions that are not currently tied into C, just to kind of get the muscles flowing, the brain muscles flowing?
Journey into Imagination is very obvious.
Oh yeah.
What else is there? Dino and Dinosaur you could do if you really wanted to.
Everest
you could do if you wanted to. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
What else?
Not for long.
You could probably tie the Matterhorn in.
That's what I was going to say. The Matterhorn, maybe the Tiki Room.
Yeah.
Maybe the Jungle Cruise even. The Jungle Cruise might be interesting.
Jungle Cruise already has a tie.
Oh, does it? I'm sorry.
Yes. Dr. Albert Falls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry, people. No Jungle Cruise. What about the Temple of the Forbidden Eye?
That you can absolutely do. That sort of has a tie, but not really.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
Oh, I know the tie you're thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, it's very loose and not really a tie. But
Right. Okay, let's see. I think
I was going to say, we probably shouldn't go through everything.
Soaring over California, Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I'm your time traveling. Wow, I do a horrible Patrick Warburton. I apologize for that. Okay, so basically take any attraction that is not currently tied to C. If you want any clarification on it, feel free to post on the main thread, ask about it on the signups. What you want to do, I don't want you guys to post this to the main thread. I want you guys to PM it to me and title your PM, title your conversation something like Waltz Vault entry. And basically, whoever we feel has the strongest entry wins it. If only one person submits, then that one person wins. And if we get 0 submissions, then essentially what we will do is we will just go through the...
We'll cancel Waltz Falls.
No, we will not. We'll go through the applications, and basically whoever submits the strongest application will win the first key. Yep. Speaking of the applications, Adventure Blue Dude, I just kind of want to put emphasis on that. Obviously, I think the more that House Cup starts to wind down, the more people are going to sign up for this.
Absolutely. I mean, we also set it up pretty late in the day.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, for now, it seems like 20 people, like, oh, that seems like a lot of people. I have a feeling it's going to fill up pretty quickly once, especially once House Cup starts to come to an end. So I want to put the emphasis, folks. I don't want to cut anyone. I really don't. I would hate to do that. However, once we get past 20 people, we really don't have a choice. We really can't accommodate more than 20 people in this cast. And that's like the absolute max for the time we have. So with that in mind, I just want to just encourage you folks, just be as detailed, be as creative with your answers as you can, just to kind of run through these questions.
Hello? So yeah, just to run through the questions very quickly, if I can pull up the thing.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
I think my mic accidentally unplugged really quick.
Oh, okay. Well, you're back now.
I'm back now. What's the last thing you heard?
You literally said, so to go over the questions.
Oh, okay. So to go over the questions. What brings you to So You Want to Be an Imagineer? What I want to hear from this question is just, exactly what your history is in the game. If this is your first time playing, say that. If you followed the game at all, say that. If you literally are coming in fresh-faced, knowing nothing about the game, say that. Just be honest. Just be straight up. I want to know what your stance is, how much experience you have with the game, what you know about it. I just, just be honest, because with these questions, there's no right or wrong answer, but it's really all about kind of creating a system where we can do our best to try to kind of evenly distribute the teams based on these answers. So, all right, what is your favorite Disneyland from a design point of view? I think this is a good question to have just kind of in general to kind of, and like I said, no right or wrong answer. And, it's just to gauge your opinion on it, kind of see how thoughtful you are in terms of land design and everything like that. Okay, who is your favorite Imagineer and why? Why should this matter, Adventure Blue Dude? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Why should it matter?
Yeah, why should it matter?
Well, I mean, I suppose, like, who your favorite is, would kind of gauge, like, what your style would be, I would think. Or where a jumping point is.
I guess. Like, for example, to kind of connect it, like, my favorite Imagineer was Bob Gurr. And while I'm not a car guy by any stretch of the imagination, what I like about Bob Gurr is he's a very hands-on sort of guy. He's a very practical sort of guy. And it's like basically any ride vehicle in Disney history, he designed it. So I admire that quality about him. So
yeah,
be specific. Now, if you could bring back any extinct attraction, what would it be? Again, this is kind of just no right or wrong answer, just kind of the fun question. But I want some detail in your responses, though. I want some detail here. Exactly why would you bring it back? Okay, and finally, do you have any special skills? This speaks for itself. Just kind of sell yourself as an Imagineer. What do you bring to the table? Do you bring concept art? Bring video editing? I want to focus as much as multimedia as I can. And that's about it. Yeah. Adventure Blue Dude, do you want to tease at all what's going to be happening on July 18th?
Oh, Tiki and I will be in Disneyland.
Oh, man. Oh, I am literally having dreams about it like every night. It is like I am so goddamn excited for this. It's not even funny. Oh, man. So July 18th specifically, Adventure Blue Dude, we are going to be at the Trader Sam's bar at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yes.
I am hoping that Monkey's going to be there with us. I cannot guarantee that right now. But regardless, I am going to try the best I can to get a fucking working webcam or working something, a good internet connection, and we are going to do, even if it's like 10 minutes and drunken and nonsensical, we are going to do a podcast from that bar, Adventure Blue, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're goddamn right we are. You're goddamn right we are. And then meanwhile, folks, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I plan to get loaded up on margaritas and stuff and loaded up on Mai Tais and then go into Disneyland and just like, from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. or to 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Just yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I am so stoked for it. And I'm also stoked for the season, Adventure Blue, dude. It has been a long time coming. I think the transition over to WDWMagic is going to be amazing. There's so many fresh faces that we want to see play. There's so many kind of veterans of WDWMagic that have not played the game yet. I think that's going to be an interesting dynamic. Overall, just a really exciting season. Do you have any parting thoughts?
Yeah, no, it'll be a really great season. It'll be fun as shit. We'll have a really interesting story, which we haven't in a while.
Not
a story,
9,
not
really.
Interesting. Yeah.
Not since season 9.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks. So, like I said, I'll be posting some cryptic hints here and there. Adventure Blue, dude, I think it'd be helpful if you posted some cryptic hints about the story as well. Just kind
I've been meaning to.
yeah, for sure. Keep a lookout for my avatar, as I'll keep changing it to give you a hint of what's going to come up for the first project. My avatar and changing the avatar to reflect the future projects has always been a tradition on So You Want to Be an Imagineer, or else I would be wearing Monorail Red's awesome name tag that you made for us. But I digress. Anyways, folks, have a good night, and without further ado, let's get a clue. Commence. All right. Spoiler alert, Albert the monkey is the one who dies.